and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video we've got something really special for you from the world famous luxury brand Franck Muller. Now you can find out more about this watch by visiting our website at edinburghwatchcompany.co.uk, and there you'll find photographs, technical specification and pricing, but of course if there's anything else you need to know, then just give me a call directly. Now, for those of you who are watching today's video who've watched many of our videos in the past, thank you firstly for the support and watching our videos. We're always trying to improve things. So the quality of the videos by means of the macro shots we get, trying to improve what I'm actually saying to be more interesting for you. And of course, bringing beautiful watches is what we're all about. So this look today is a new look. You've still got the old guy talking to the camera here, but we've got some different camera angles and different backgrounds, etc. And we're creating these videos for you, so it's really important that we know how you feel. So please let us hear your comments. Please be kind, and if we can make them better for you, we will change. But we can only improve by hearing from you. Okay, so what we've got here is, as I say, it's a Franck Muller. It's a really beautiful watch, and it's one I bought directly from its only owner, who bought it back in 2007. Now, Franck Muller as a brand needs no introduction. Their watches are incredible, ranging from low thousands right up to well over 100,000 from some of their special pieces, and this is definitely one of those special pieces. But the good news is it's not £100,000. This watch was circa, my customer told me, around about £35,000 back in 2007. So what would that be in today's money? It would be a lot more. The good news is we've got it at a fraction of that price. And the news gets better because, like everything we do here, we only buy watches as full set with box and papers. So as you can see here to my right, it has this most gorgeous wooden presentation box. It then has another outer box. This here are its papers. However, when the watch came into us, it had been enjoyed, and it's not a typical watch I can just send to our watchmaker to go and do. This is a complicated watch, and there's only one place for it to go to. It had to go back to Franck Muller. So we engaged with a UK distributor, Frost of London, who are absolutely brilliant. So absolute hats off to you for the service you've given us. And if you are looking for a new Franck Muller, then please go and check them out. They took the watch from me and they sent it off to Switzerland, and it came back with an estimate, and they wanted just to make the watch brand new. And it wasn't in bad condition, it's just it was 13 years old and they wanted to make it like new. So literally we did everything to it, and by means I've actually got here, this is the service receipt I got for it, but just to have a quick walk through to what we did to this watch. And I think this is really important because if you're looking for something special like a Franck Muller, like a Richard Mille, some of these really exotic watches, it's not always about price. It's actually about getting the right watch. It's a bit like maybe if you're looking at a Bentley. Would you go and buy your Bentley from an independent dealer? Would you buy it from a franchise dealer? I'd recommend, in looking at a watch like this, then it's really worth getting one that's been thoroughly prepared. So when they did the estimate on it, they said there's some light scratches on the case. Well, you'd expect that. They said there was a minor mark on the dial. The correctors were out of service. The movement needed stripped and rebuilt. There was a wee chip on the glass. So we did everything. The service was £1,400. The glass was $520. The correctors were $180. We also treated it to a brand new alligator strap. No, it's actually we went for the slightly larger one as well, just in case a gentleman buying this had a large wrist. And then the dial was about £1,100. So it was about £3,500, but it has just had everything done to it. So really, it's just as good as the day it was new. Now, Franck Muller, they have, say a number of models in the range. This one is one of the most complicated ones by the fact that it has a dual time zone on it. It has the chronograph function, you've got the date function, you've got a sweeping second hand. It does really everything you could possibly ask. Manufactured in 18 karat white gold as well, so it's got a really nice feel to it as well. And I think it's just it is an absolutely exceptional timepiece. So that's a little bit of the overview. Let's go and have a slightly closer look at it now. And we'll actually do some macro shots of this gorgeous dial as well. And you can see where all the colors kind of pop in the dial. So here we are. Dial itself, as I say, it's a silver dial. You won't probably tell from this particular angle of it, but it has like concentric rings going around the perimeter, very fine and together. The hour markers here where it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, they're actually in red, which is a rather nice contrast. And the hands on it, they're what we call blued steeled hands. I always think of Cartier because Cartier do that on many of their watches. And to get blued steel, it is regular steel that has been heated to a certain temperature. And I remember watching a video online about it, and it was one man's job in this beautiful Swiss manufacturer. I can't remember the brand. And he had to get the timing exact to see it change to blue. If you left it too long, too short, it wouldn't work. But it's a very accurate time to get to blued. And these hands do it. So when you actually just alter this in the light, you get the lovely sort of deep, rich blued hands to it. So looking at the top here, the top dial here is effective for your chronograph. It's for your stopwatch. And you just literally just press the top button there to start the chronograph there, and then this will start to count the minutes for you. Here on the right hand side, you've got the date function there, and again, it's fairly legible to read. And then at the bottom here, you can pull the crown out here and actually set a different time zone. So for those of you traveling the globe, want to have a time at home and a time away, then again, it's a really easy, clear dial, and you can set the minutes and the hours for that. And then here at the sort of 9 o'clock position, you've got those sweeping second hands going around there. So it's a really interesting dial. I think because the sub dials are the same color as the main dial, I think it's all quite subtle. They don't sort of jump out too much. And then you've got the Arabic numbers going around there. It's very instantly recognizable as a Franck Muller. The shape of the case you'll see here is that curved Curvex case as well, so it comes around here. So it just is the most beautiful shape, and I remember when Franck Muller came to the market, they really were the watch to go for. So turning on its side here, we can see there, gives you an idea of its thickness, but don't worry, we'll get you a better shot later on where you can see it on my wrist. But again, you can see and appreciate the detail of this curved style to it. And then if we flip it here on this side, you can see the pushers. They're almost like teardrop pushers, top and bottom. And then there's another tiny little button there, which will be for setting one of the functions. And then you've got the Franck Muller logo on there. Now, many of the Franck Mullers, like the Patek Philippe's and the Lange & Söhne, etc., are manual watches. This one is actually an automatic. I personally prefer an automatic. I think if you're going to wear it more often, it's, I guess, a little bit more convenient. And just I know sometimes you guys are interested in what I'm wearing. Today I've got a Zenith El Primero. In fact, let me just show you it there for the camera there. This is the El Primero Master Chronometer Moon Phase, which is an absolutely gorgeous watch. I've never actually put up for sale. It's made in platinum, and it's quite special. So please don't call me up if you're looking for it. However, let's go look at the back of this watch here now. And there we see, right at the top there, just working down from top to bottom, you can see the Franck Muller brand at the top there, telling you, of course, where it's been made in Geneva. Master of complications. So one of their, complicated watches here. And this is called the 7850CCMB. That's the actual model. And then it talks about being the Chrono banker at the bottom there. So again, you can see the hallmarks there for its white gold. And then if we look at the strap here, again, I mentioned earlier, we popped a brand new strap at £400 on it. So we don't want to be wearing that out too quickly. You can see the Franck Muller engraved on the back of the strap there. And it's what I'd call like a polished alligator strap. Now this is a large setting too. Now I think it's more than likely this is going to go to a gentleman, but a lady could wear it, but you'd probably need to buy a slightly smaller strap for it. You can see the keepers here, and then you have the white gold tang buckle there. So I think it really is something that's quite exceptional. However, let me now show you what it looks like on the wrist. So perfect size for me. As I say, I've got about an 8-inch wrist, so it works really, really well. And I'm going to put it here on my right wrist and let you get an idea of what this looks like. There we go. So if I just hold it up to the camera there, you can see that just gives you an idea of its sort of thickness, and then we'll bring it back down here. And so we can just see the actual watch on the wrist. So again, for me, it's just a lovely size across the wrist there. Again, really, really easy to read. And again, if I just change the angle there, you might just be able to appreciate those blued hands. And then as I rotate there, you can see this lovely polished alligator strap and the tang buckle. The chronograph, I can just push that button to stop it, and reset it. So very, very simple to do, and it's a lovely, when you're depressing the buttons, they really feel like this is something that is beautifully made. So there we are. That is our Franck Muller. So there we are. That brings us to the end of today's video. I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I think this is an absolutely really interesting watch, and as I say, there's lots more information on our website where you can see the photographs and technical specification and pricing. But of course, we're always interested to talk to you as our customers, so if there's anything else you'd like to know about this watch, or perhaps anything else in our collection, then please certainly give me a call directly. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, then why not come and follow us there? But if you're watching this on YouTube today and you'd like to see more of our videos, because we've shot about 500 now, then all you have to do is subscribe just by clicking there, and that'll subscribe you to our channel. But meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.